So here is the danger of looking at your data every single day and trying to compare.
Look, you don't have to go to the track. You just have to run on the same course, the same route every single month to do your test. That's all you need to do, right? Now, don't look at it every single day, because I'm going to point out to you today why that's not indicative of your training. I've been training using the Maffetone Method for quite some time, and I'm going to tell you straight out, it's not all sunshine and rainbows, guys. There's so many different moving components to this method. Sometimes it may be all too consuming. It may be too much for somebody to take on. But what's the alternative, right? Running faster, no pain, no gain, get injured, burnout. I mean, all these things, right? I'm a recreational runner. And like you, we want to get better, right? We want to get better. We want to lose weight. We want to PR. We want to stay injury free, but yet we want to see improvements. We want to see results. I've increased my speed at the same heart rate by 3 minutes. That was awesome. Last year was an epic year. You know, I started at the end of 2019. I saw amazing results last year. I ended up running an ultra marathon, yada, 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 yada. But where am I now? Well, I'm kind of restarting again, so to speak. It's been about 3 weeks. One of those weeks I wasn't very consistent. Work kind of got in the way. There's been people who have asked me, do I need to run a MAF test? Can I just look at, if I'm improving every day? I'm going to tell you, look, you want to do what it is you want to do. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other way. I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who's changed his life by running and improving and being happy and going out for the enjoyment of it. At the same time, breaking some of my PBs.
That's 50 miles.
Setting some PRs.
So here's to all of you who are chasing your dreams.
Running ultra marathons. When I do a comparison from run to run, I am doing it for you guys because I want to show you that, look, you do not need to look at every single run and analyze it to death to say, hey, am I getting better? Am I getting better? Am I getting better? It doesn't happen like that. It happens over a gradual time. So you want to do your MAF test once a month, okay? All the rest, run at MAF, run 80-20, whatever the heck you want to do, right? But just know that if you're seeing improvements in your MAF test, then that's a good sign, right? That is a really good sign.
In this jar is going to be my review next week. Can you take a guess at what it is? Comment below. That's the question of the day. What was in Dave's jar? You'll be surprised. So here is the danger of looking at your data every single day and trying to compare a 24-hour period with another 24-hour period and why it doesn't work. All right, so let's take a look at Sunday. So as you can see on your screen, this is my Sunday run. All the data is available for you to see. So we're just going to kind of talk about it, right? Weather, right? 13 degrees, 37% humidity, wind speed, 10 kilometers. And all of those numbers in miles are on your screen right there. All right. Now, I went out for that run and guys, it was awesome. I felt amazing. Now, the thing to think about is this was a run walk method, but I'm looking at the numbers and 641, 654, 641, 709, 702, and it goes down, right? And guys, I'm happy with this, right? 134, 139, 138, 136, 38, 30, right? This is great for a run walk method. This is great for slowly coming back on my third week, okay? Or is this that was my second week. This is the beginning of my third week. Now, when you look at my chart, I took this all from Strava, but it was just easier to kind of group it into the screen here. So I actually went 12 kilometers, over 12 kilometers. That was the furthest I've been in 5 months, okay? Restarting my whole training again. right? In an hour and a half, that's how far I went, right? An average pace of 7:25, and I had a Strava score of 97. And that takes into consideration my heart rate, my weight, all that kind of stuff, and it gives you a score. Now, the thing to pay attention to is the heart rate. Look at my heart rate, guys. It's all over, right? Up, down, up, down, up, down. And that's indicative of me walking, right? You can see my pace down here. All the times I stopped to walk, right? You can see that. This is my pace in the blue, and this is what's known as a gap pace that takes into consideration elevation, right? So 6 meters elevation. There wasn't any on the next one, blah, 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 all the way down. So it was interesting to look at, right? Average heart rate 137, right? My cadence was 156, right? There was my pace 725, but then when you factor in the hills and descents, my pace was 710. Cool beans, love it. No problems with that. It's all good. But now here comes the danger when you compare that with today's run. All right, let's go over and take a look. So in today's run, you can see it's 16 degrees Celsius, 62% humidity, and the wind was 14.2 kilometers. And all of the numbers in miles per hour and stuff is right there on your screen, guys. Now, I look at this and yeah, I slowed down, right? 705, 701, 716, 747, 748, right? And if I'm doing comparisons across the chart here, right, that's a significant decline. So it's 26 seconds on my first kilometer, 26 seconds, right? The next one, not so much of a difference. There's the 7-second difference on that one. The next one down, there's quite a difference in that one. I really slowed down. But the thing is you can't always take what the GPS watch tells you, because this is the exact same run, guys, exact same run. And the elevation is different from Sunday to Tuesday, and we didn't have an earthquake. The earth did not shift, right? So the numbers are a little bit off, right? And that's to be expected. So take that with a grain of salt. That's just the way it is. I actually ran less. I ran 11.55 kilometers in an hour and a half. My pace was 748 compared to 725, and my Strava score was 137. So that was insane, right? Just seeing the difference with temperature. Now, the big factor, guys, you need to look at here is I didn't walk. I actually ran the whole entire time. Okay? Check it out on Strava, right? I ran the whole entire time. I did not stop. Okay? I slowed down, but I did not stop. Now, the one thing that you'll notice on Strava, so in Strava, if you've seen my run, this is what it was. It's frustrating when you're doing an experiment and technology goes haywire. Okay? And what happened, guys? Well, this is what happened. I get to almost 9 kilometers, right? Maybe 8.5 kilometers. And all of a sudden, and what happens? My heart rate goes squirrely. I'm running at the same pace. Nothing has changed, right? So it goes up to like 170 beats. And then it does it again, right? I'm still running. There's my pace. Nothing's really changing. I kind of slowed down a little bit because it kind of freaked me out because I'm like, what am I doing? But I wasn't running fast at all, right? Nothing really changed. And then I get to about 10.5, and then all of a sudden my watch is going squirrely again, and it loses its mind. Okay, it loses its mind. And that's what this number is. That's what these numbers down here represent. It represents absolute insanity. My heart rate was not 170 or 100. Sorry, it's a little bit bouncy, but there's no way my heart rate is 170. Sometimes you just can't trust it.
sometimes don't always be a slave to the watch or to the strap. Sometimes you just have to trust in your training.
169 or 167 or everything else that it was doing, it wasn't. It was around 139, 138. That's where I was. So looking at this chart, that's what I'm able to kind of show. Now, what's cool is by going ahead and running, my cadence obviously had gone ahead and improved. My cadence was 167 steps a minute compared to, 156. So basically 10 more steps per minute I was taking, which was, it's great. I'm running, right? Obviously that's going to happen. Now I can't take my average pace or my gap or my heart rate. I can't really use that a whole lot. I probably could up until the end, but anyways, the numbers kind of go off the chart. But if I look at my numbers, again, I'm running, so there's no stopping, and I'm shuffling, doing everything I can to slow down, guys. And this is what happened, right? So, yeah, I went over my MAF number by 2 beats here, 2 beats, 2 beats, 1 beat, 2 beats, 1 beat, 1 beat, and then this is just useless. But I was happy to see that I was able to run the whole entire time as opposed to stop, start, stop, start, stop, start, even though it was hotter today, right? Which is why I was slower. But also when you think about it, when you are running, you're bouncing, right? Like you're jumping, right? You're going through that motion. When you're walking, you're not, right? So there is extra movement in there when you're shuffling along. As slow as you are, you're still having an elevated rate because there's more stuff going on, right? Even though you're not going fast, there's still a lot more going. So I thought this was an interesting comparison between the two. Now, this is the reason why you don't compare every single day, because the temperature is different, the humidity is different, the wind speed is different. What you ate the night before is different. If you got a bad sleep is going to affect you. If you are stressed out at work, or you've got deadlines you got to meet, or you're stressed out about your running, right? All of that puts into an elevated heart rate, right? So that's why you don't want to compare day to day. That's why you want to compare once a month. That's the way you do it. Just be consistent with your runs. That's really what it comes down to. And enjoy it. Enjoy the process. It shouldn't be, a stressful time, right? So if you got to start off and walk, go ahead and do it. That's what I did. And I showed it to you in my past videos on this comeback. You've seen me walking. Now you're starting to see me going ahead and keeping a very nice, steady heart rate. Okay? That's what it's about, right? This is run walking all over the place, right? This is shuffling, going slow when I need to go really slow when I'm going up a hill, and it's like I'm not even running, but I am. Just know that you can do it as well. And don't be so hard on yourself. Hey guys, if you're following along on my journey, I really appreciate it. Thanks for sharing my videos and my channel out in social media, in Facebook, on Twitter, and Instagram, and all those places that you share things. So thank you for that. If you're new here, thank you for joining. Hopefully the videos help you in your journey to become a faster runner by using heart rate training as your guide. Like I always say, get out and run. See you on Sunday, guys.